everyone to learn from us. We're here to share what we've learned and inspire others. We want everyone to learn from us. We're here to share what we've learned and inspire others. We want everyone to learn from us. We're here to share what we've learned and inspire others.
Good evening. I want to inspire you as well. These are two prominent collegiate football coaches from Michigan, University of Michigan that is, and Michigan State University. Unfortunately, both these men lost their jobs due to some controversy, some indiscretions. What I want to talk to you about is how to not be involved in some of these type of indiscretions, some do's and don'ts, if you will. I'm going to talk to you about some boundaries, and I want you in your professional career to emphasize boundaries. And what I mean by that is you're going to have boundaries with your employees, which means that you just cannot get involved with your employees other than having a professional relationship. Does that make sense? And part of how you can do that is to have clear expectations. Sometimes you see these things coming at you and you like, was I just hit on or something? You have to put that to a halt immediately. Clear expectations. If you have these clear expectations, you will not have these problems. What you will get in return is respect. Now, another way is to have clear written policies. If you have clear written policies, you'll have every employee read these, have a set of these policies, or a union will explain these policies to them, and that way it will be clear to them. Now, other part of that is to have workshops. Workshops are good with respect to having your team in a classroom setting and everyone being trained at the same time. Don't be fooled. Make sure everyone signs something to say, hey, I've been in this class, I understand it, and here's my signature indicating that. Also, have an open door policy. Now, if someone has questions about any of these policies, make it comfortable for them to come to you and ask questions, so everything will be clear to them. And these are what I mean by boundaries. It leaves a set of open communication. Open communication, just everything, you're laying everything on the table. You don't have anything to be misrepresented. And with that, you'll have transparency. With transparency, you'll have a great sense of trust. And that is one of the more comfortable places that you like to be in a workplace, is have some transparency and have some trust. I'm going to go further. I'm going to go deeper. you're gonna have to avoid personal or intimate relationships in the workplace. There's no greater recipe for disaster for you to have a intimate relationship at work, especially if you are married. And this is what is causing a lot of issues with a lot of our leaders. They're caught at concerts. They're all kinds of different, I could name all different kinds of settings that people are having issues with.
We want everyone to learn from us. We're here to share what we've learned and inspire others.
So we're sharing what they've learned. And we're going to inspire each other, because this is our professional setting. This is what we went to college for, or this is what we just, even if you didn't, this is what you worked hard for. And you're here to provide for your family, not to ruin your life. And I want everybody to think about that. When you are sitting in an interview, you jump off a mountain for that job. But once you get comfortable, why should things change? You should always be prepared to do the best job and on a professional level, high level. I'm going to go and say that all your interactions, especially at a management level, should be professional. You have to keep things on a professional level, because if you don't, no one will take you seriously. And let me just break this one thing down for you. And I'm gonna say it in a way that most of us will understand. It would be highly difficult, it'll be tough, almost impossible to supervise or manage or direct someone if you're having an inappropriate relationship with them. Let that sink in for a second. I'm going to repeat it. It'll be almost impossible. But it will be very, very, very difficult to supervise, manage, or direct someone if you're having an inappropriate relationship with them. All right? So you have to have guidelines. And these guidelines will get you through anything. They'll keep you on a professional level. They'll keep you on an honest level. They'll keep you on a respectful level. That's what you want. Most of the people that I work for, they press that issue to be professional. And some have even gone as far as having personal conversations and say, hey, give you a whole line of do's and don'ts, if you know what I mean. And they mean well, and you should take them into account. Because this is what you have interviewed for, No one took the interview for you. No one took the test for you. So you have to think about these things. And you should always be professional. If you don't, I guarantee you will have a toxic work environment that will eventually fall apart. Now, I hope let me just thank you for taking up some of your time, and I really appreciate it. I would hope that you would like, share, and subscribe so I can put more content out like this, or if there's something that you want me to talk upon, I'll bring that up. This does me no good to talk about these two gentlemen, and I'm not poking at them in any kind of way. They've got enough to deal with. They've made some horrendous mistakes, and they let a lot of people down, especially their family. Don't let this happen to you, okay? Thank you, and take care.